Okay, you all saw the community post. You know I'm not happy about the call that NASCAR made the other day about implementing a chase grid into the Mexico series. Like, literally, why? What was literally the point of putting the chase in the Mexico series? Like, what's NASCAR thinking with this? Like, the Mexico series didn't even need a chase grid. Like, literally. This was a chase grid implementation that nobody definitely didn't ask for. Like, nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it there. NASCAR's like, we're going to shove it down your throats anyway and give it to you. Like, literally. Like, once again, I am losing brain cells trying to comprehend what NASCAR's logic is here. Like, what is their logic here? Trying to piss the fan base off? Because if they're trying to piss the fan base off, they're doing a damn good job of that already. Like, this just ruins another fucking series. Because Mexico series was good last year. Just look at the championship last year. This wasn't a Matt Kenseth 2003 type situation. And the series only has like 15 full-time drivers. And look at the championship. It was 9-point difference. It was a close title fight between Ruben Garcia Jr. and Abraham Calderon. And NASCAR's looked at that and said, close championship fight? Nope, can't have that. We can't have any legitimacy in this sport. We gotta make things manufactured as all hell. Like, this is so fucking stupid that NASCAR actually fucking ruined another series with this chase grid shit. Like, seriously, the majority of the fan base fucking hates this format in Xfinity, Cup, and Trucks. Why the fuck would you put it in Mexico? And hell, this isn't even the first time that the Mexico series has had a chase grid. They had this format for 3 years, from 2013 to 2015. And oh yeah, you wanna know what happened in that format? The fans fucking hated it. Hated it so much to where they got rid of it. And didn't run it and went the season-long points format from 2017 to 2022 until now. And it was 2017 they came back because Mexico Series didn't run in 2016 due to the F1 race in Mexico. Since, yeah, Mexico treats that F1 race like a fucking big deal, man. But, like, come on. Like, way to ruin another fucking series, NASCAR, with your fucking bullshit here. Like, seriously. Like, I know a lot of you probably were thinking I was just overreacting when I said that NASCAR is trying to kill whatever legitimacy the sport has left. Well, now this just justifies my quote-unquote overreaction. Because, why? Just why? Hell, the Mexico series didn't even need a chase grid. Their season's only 12 races. It's a 12-race season. This was the last goddamn series that needed a chase grid. Hell, let me name some series that are longer than the Mexico, that have seasons longer than the Mexico series that don't have a chase grid. Let's see. IndyCar, they're like, what, 17, 18 race seasons? They have no chase grid. F1, about 23, 24 races, no chase grid. Hell, ARCA, 20 races, no chase grid. But NASCAR will probably put one in there soon. Well, if NASCAR puts a chase grid in ARCA, ARCA's officially fucking dead. ARCA will fucking die. Hell, Modifieds this year, 19 races, no chase grid. Hell, the fucking Penny Series this year is a 14-race schedule. No chase grid, but NASCAR will probably change that in a couple years and put a chase grid in there. Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, most of us in Canada don't want a fucking chase grid in fucking the Penny Series. But God help us all if they fucking decide to touch the chase grid. I know NASCAR wants to. I'm going to say it right here. Don't. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. And for the Euro Series, their season's 12 races, and they have no chase grid. But to be fair, for the Euro Series, their season finale is double points. So, you know, I mean, take it as you will. But yeah, this was a dumb call. Like, why would NASCAR put the chase grid in Mexico Series? This was literally a stupidest fucking thing. Like, this just shows that NASCAR is literally the dumbest fucking sport in all of pro sports. Period. They have the dumbest fucking management group. Like, they're literally trying to chase away any pure motorsports fans they have left for those fake casual entertainment fans that pretend to give a shit about NASCAR, but realistically, they don't. They're only there for entertainment. And if there's no entertainment, they'll just leave and go to whatever fucking cranks their hog and all that shit. This was just wow. Congratulations, NASCAR. You are now officially WWE on wheels. Like, if NASCAR's trying to get rid of the fucking biggest laughing stock of OM Motorsports hashtag with this, they failed miserably. And hell, the ratings, and hell, the chase grid has hurt the sport more than helped it. Because the average finish for every champion since it's been implemented has gone down nearly every single year outside of Kyle Larson 2021. But, like, it's like, holy shit. And also, the ratings have gone down every year, including the season finale last year. Like, hell, ever since the champ season finale's been moved to Phoenix, the ratings have gone down all 3 years. The ratings have gone down and have continued to go down. And yeah, the ratings even went down for the finale last year. And that was even after Ross Chastain's wall ride heard around the world that got a bunch of clicks on the internet for NASCAR. And the ratings still went down for Phoenix after. And I know a lot of people are going to come in here and say, oh, it's the NFL's fault the ratings were down. NFL took our viewers away. You can keep pulling that NFL card all you want. That excuse won't save you forever. At some point, any chase grid slappy that wants to keep pulling the NFL football excuse card, that excuse won't save you forever. Sooner or later, you'll run out of fucking excuses. And you'll have to answer the top bell. But it's like, honestly though, now with this, I just have no real reason to watch the Mexico series. Like, the only time I'll really mention it is if I do any NASCAR with F1 points videos on it. And to be honest, I was already struggling to watch the Mexico series anyway because older broadcasts are in Spanish. And if you know me, Spanish does not mix well with me. Like, my Spanish is fucking terrible. It is horrible. My Spanish is horrible. Like, see, I was already having a hard time struggling to watch anyway. But I've heard the series was pretty good racing. You know, pretty underrated. You know, like, a lot of the NASCAR Root series are underrated as all hell. And they all have legitimacy since they don't have this bullshit chase grid being shoved down everyone's fucking throats at every fucking turning second. Like it is in the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck series, aka the Big Three. And now NASCAR just ruined this fucking series to try and chase something that probably will not give a shit about them. Like, it is just fucking sickening. Like I said before in the rules, in my thoughts video on the NASCAR rules, and when I saw that NASCAR got to eliminate the top 30 rule for Cup and the top 20 rule for Xfinity and Trucks to just go all in on the winning your end stipulation, that officially destroyed whatever confidence I had left in NASCAR's management with Steve Phelps, Steve O'Donnell, along with any fucking corporate schmucks from Fox Sports and NBC, since Fox and NBC are so fucking hands-on with the sport. And they're probably still going to continue to be hands-on with the sport after when the new TV deal is signed. Because I guarantee NASCAR is going to find a way to fuck the TV deal up. Because you know what? NASCAR fucks up everything else they touch. What makes you think they're going to all of a sudden get it right with the TV deal? And hell, the fans fucking hated the chase grid in the Mexico series back when it was implemented in 2013 and when it was in for 3 years and they got rid of it. What makes you think they're going to accept it the second time? Hell, majority of the fan base hates this format for Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. What makes you think the Mexico series is going to be any different? But I know some of the chase grid slappies will come in and say, oh, well, when the NASCAR put in the Mexico series from 2013 to 2015, that wasn't the real chase grid. That wasn't the real playoff format. But this time, this time, it's going to work. We swear it. Yeah, I'll believe that when I fucking see it. With my own eyes. Just like how I'll believe in the Cup Xfinity and trucks when I see it. Concerned that the Cup Series record of this format crowning the best driver all season champion has been pretty piss poor. Like, the only time the Chase Grid and Cup Series has gone to championship, right, was 2 occasions. 2017 Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson 2021. And I know some of you will argue Kyle Busch at 2019. I disagree. I think Martin Truex Jr. was the better driver in 2019 over Kyle Busch. But at least Kyle Busch would still be a 2-time champion anyway, so it all balances out, I guess. I mean, Xfinity, they've only gone to champion, right, like 4 times. Like, Suarez 2016, Byron 2017, Reddick 2019, and Austin Cindric 2020. In the Truck Series, I believe the Truck Series only got it right twice. And that was Christopher Bell in 2017 and Zane Smith last year. Those are the only 2 times the Truck Series got the chase right. Xfinity's got it right 4 times out of 7. Cup's only got it right twice. And the Mexico Series is probably going to have have a shittier track record than all 3 combined. But yeah, just when you think NASCAR can't lower the fucking bar, they find a way to lower it. And honestly, Mexico Series is honestly dead to me. And that's a damn shame. I feel bad for all the Latinos in the fan base, you know, that support NASCAR and even support that series. Because that series deserved a lot of attention. But it didn't deserve a fucking chase grid. Like, getting the chase grid, it's honestly a fate. Getting subjected to the bullshit known as the chase grid, this is honestly a fate worse than death for the series. It just ruined the series. Because NASCAR heard that I've said that a lot of Roots championships mean more than the Bill France Cup. A championship they overhyped to be the most prestigious title in all North American stock car racing when it hasn't been that. And NASCAR saw that and was like, oh, this fan said Mexico Series title mean more than the Bill France Cup? Nope, can't have that. Has to have about the same amount of meaning as the Bill France Cup. Or less than that. It's like, honestly, fuck right off, NASCAR. Like, honestly, if every NASCAR sanctioned series gets a fucking chase grid by the end of the decade, I might just stop watching entirely altogether. Like, honestly, consider this my ultimatum, NASCAR. You have till the end of 2024 to either get your shit together, or I'm gonna go take my money to somewhere else to a motorsport that actually gives a shit about its fan base. And NASCAR does it. The only time NASCAR ever says they do is for fucking PR reasons, you know, just to look good for PR and public relations and for the sponsors and the TVs and shit. They're a bunch of fake fucking bitches that wear a bunch of fake smiles with a secret agenda hidden behind closed doors. And honestly, I don't see the fan base doing anything to try and stop this because this fan base is softer than baby shit. And you know what? I'll just say this. Anybody that's thinking about accepting this chase grid and accepting it now, you're all part of the problem because y'all did not, because you're all enabling this shit and encouraging NASCAR to keep ruining series like this. The only time NASCAR will fucking stop is when we tell them no, or until we all just say enough is enough and leave the sport entirely and go spend our money and time somewhere else. Or maybe NASCAR will get their heads out of their asses when F1 dethrones them as the #1 motorsport in America. Will NASCAR learn if that ever happens with F1? Probably not, because that requires way too many brain cells. Honestly, this is a dark day for the sport. And honestly, I want to be positive for the sport and have faith, but I can't have faith with this leadership. This leadership has given me no reasons to have faith. They're not negotiating in good faith with the fan base. You know what? I feel bad for everybody. I feel bad for everyone that continues to spend money to watch this circus. I want to have faith in this. I want to have faith in this sport that they turn around, but I just can't with this leadership. I do not have the confidence that they turn around. Sorry, folks.